Does she have like an open house ever? You know, a kind of town hall meeting that we could just pop in and say hello?
Herself? No.
Office hours? Any office hours?
No. Well, I mean, yes, she has some office hours at the top of her tower for the select few advisors who are allowed to talk to her. That's about it.
So I just want to make sure I got this right. You come over to us in a very holier than thou sort of stance.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
And you're nothing but lower management?
Uh-oh. Beep, 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 beep. Sorry, his temperature's rising.
You
He's
fucking
feeling
kidding
really
me?
sick.
You
Got
have
the
to hand
flu.
this to a messenger
Nappy
boy
times.
who
Gotta
has to
get him
hand it to
bed.
somebody
He
else
just
who
sort of
might
gets a
be able to
little bit
send it
wound.
to somebody else.
It's really just
somebody
not a
else
personal
just so they
thing.
can maybe
It's just
fucking
been a
see
long
it. Are you
journey.
fucking
We've been-
kidding me?
Oh,
You made it
man,
seem like
look
you're
at
the
the time.
czar
It's
of
getting kinda
this
late out
fucking
there, huh?
planet
We just
over
let
here,
you go
and you're
and
just
we'll
busy. You're not even gonna be.
We'll
I
get back
couldn't
down
see
into
her
the
if I
bed,
wanted
have some
to.
nice
That
warm
is
milk, and
literally
we'll
what you just
revisit
said.
this
I
little
can't
loop
see
around,
her
put this in
if
the
I
back
even
pocket
wanted to.
for another
How low on the fucking
Okay,
totem
come
pole are
on,
you?
Mr. Teeny Tot. Here we go. Back to Betty Bye.
Okay, no, put me down.
All right. Listen, you obviously don't know how this works, so I will forgive your unbelievable ignorance and complete rudeness as coming from a place of such woeful lack of information that it's like you didn't even try. We keep the mages safe, and we keep the world safe from the mages, because that's what we do. We don't work together, except that we kind of live together. That's about it. We make sure they don't get out of here and get out of control. And we also make sure that as long as they keep doing good for everybody, they're safe. So I don't know what kind of weird relationship you thought we had with the mages. We're just here to make sure that idiots like you don't just run amok on the beach and piss them off so that they burn the world down.
Jesus.
So if you want to see Lady Naki Daha, this is not the way to do it.
Okay. What you're saying is maybe I should have, said, "Hello, sir. I would like to respectfully request an audience with Lady Naki Daha." Is that better?
That would have been such a polite way.
That's what I fucking started with, and you said, "You can't do that. That's not how it fucking works." And then I said, "Hey, do you think maybe you could write her a letter then, and that can be granted an audience after she repped it, and she realized maybe this is kind of fucking important?" And you said, "And you think I'm some sort of fucking messenger boy?"
So we're just gonna
This is
revisit
literally
that
how I
nap
fucking
idea.
started the
Okay, here we
conversation.
go.
I
Off
was
to Betty
respectful
Bye.
and
It's gonna
kind
be
and nice.
fine.
This
Here
is
we go.
ridiculous.
It's
Put
all
me
right.
down.
No, come on. No, come on. We're going now to Betty Bye.
Hey, I know what it's like to work with these kind of big personalities, right? The mages must be just so, they got their powers and stuff. They must really just kind of.
There is one or two who are, I don't really get along with them that well. They're a little bit
understand.
extra.
Yeah, totally. Hey, a gesture at the boat and the.
I really thought he was
flailing.
here for training. He kind of seems like one of the mages.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, right? But then can we just come and see your town also and just kind of see? And then we really do have some magic, we're interested in training. And anyway, we would like to see the town if you wouldn't mind.
Almost asleep.
We don't really.
He's almost
Is he-
asleep right now. Yep. No, he's fine. He's
Are
just
they
almost
okay down
asleep.
there?
Oh, yeah, that's just their little routine.
Okay. It seems, anyways. There's very few ways that you guys kind of get off the boat and get onto dry land.
Okay.
If you're here to train, then we can have you evaluated and see if you're worthy of training. If you are, then you kind of no longer become our problem. You just go into town or the tower or whatever it is the mages do, and we continue guarding the docks. If none of you meet the evaluation, we turn your boat around and scoot you back off into the ocean.
If we do meet the evaluation,
Yes.
can we scoot of our own accord at any time?
I don't know what kind of rules the mages have. If we get a note saying you're allowed to leave, then you're allowed to leave.
But it's got to be okayed by the mage.
Correct.
Okay.
If you're, I guess if you're powerful enough, then you probably can't leave until they know you've been trained well enough to control it.
All right. And just there's no like gift shop or I really loved that gate. If you have any kind of like I don't know a keychain with a gate on it, I'd
That
totally
would
buy
be
it.
so great.
It's such an iconic little piece of building.
It
and
really
engineering.
is. I
it's
thought
so
that was
good.
just so fantastic. I would love to sell those. Maybe we'll listen. Guard number 2, put that down. Write down that we need a gift shop at in the harbor, so that when people come and we need to turn them away, as we inevitably need to do, we can send them away with a cool little keychain of our fantastic gate. That's such a good idea.
Well, I mean, let me just confer. Like, I love that, and I hope you do that. I'm just gonna really quick confer with my colleague. You take a little breather, take a 5, and we'll circle back about.
Sure. Should I send for the Fate Seer to evaluate you, or should I wait?
Well, that's kind of what I wanted to talk to my colleagues about.
All right, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Well, let me check with the captain real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so he's
Hey, Slump, how's it going in here?
Bad, real bad. If you two are comfortable with the whole diplomacy thing, we're probably gonna sit this one out. He's all wound up. Slump's gonna have to do that thing where he
I am
sucks
not
on his
wound up.
toes.
I am
again.
perfectly
It's gonna
fine.
be
Okay, I am
this
fine.
little-
I am under control. I am my
Slump's gonna have to do this little
No.
piggy into the market.
No, I
this
don't.
little
No.
Got your little toesies. All right.
It's so nice that you know how to do that.
It's fine. Now, Mr. Teeny Tot, are you feeling more comfortable? Or can we go and be happy and calm?
Okay, all right, I'll try. But it infuriates me. I did it right. I was respectful. I was like, can we be granted an audience, please? I said it all nice like, right? I wasn't mean. And he's like, well, if you started that way, maybe this would be different. Like, but that's literally how it started.
I will admit that it seems like every place we go, everyone's just like, ha 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 ha. Very disrespectful.
Yeah. Oh, of course. You can't exactly tell them from an alternate universe right off the bat.
Slump points at Galdric and then holds his hand flat, palm facing downward at Galdric's head height, like 2 feet off the ground.
I mean, is it really the fact
I'm
that people laugh?
literally a fucking legend in this
Yeah,
land.
yeah,
Hello?
yeah, of course you are, Mr. Teeny Tot. He's
Oh my
patting him on
god, you
that.
sound like
Yes.
that idiot out
No,
there. Okay,
no,
all
you
right, that's-
are. Slump's agreeing. You're
Get
totally
out of
a
my
legend.
fucking way. I
All
won't.
right,
Okay,
oh, God.
God damn it. Hey!
Well, I managed to find them. Do you seem okay?
Hi!
Hello.
Hi. Listen, time is of the essence. Can we maybe scoot things along and start whatever process needs to be started so we can get an audience with Lady Naki Daha? I have a question. Is she like your boss?
She's kind of my boss and I'm kind of her boss.
Okay, great. I can't wait to talk to your manager. Holy shit.
Well, I mean, if you think
No,
that's
you just-
going to
no,
help.
well, it seems like you run the place, but it doesn't seem like you run the place. It seems like she runs the place. And it almost seems like the bottom not having some form of communication with the top is really fucking bad, considering you're at the gate.
It's more like I run the Snickers factory and she runs the Mars bar factory. And sometimes we have some sort of communications, but for the most part, I keep them in their tower and I keep people out of the island.
Do you have Snickers here?
No, that was my mistake. That's a bad example. I
could really go for a Snickers.
No, I don't actually
Yeah.
have. We don't actually have Snickers
Mars bar's
here.
pretty good.
I could go for a Snickers.
No, we don't have those. I was just saying we're like 2 separate entities. We control this spot right here. Nobody comes or goes without our say so. And
Oh,
sometimes
do they have a spot? Do they have a dock where I can just go talk
No.
to them?
this is it. It's right here. This is the whole thing. You're
Oh.
looking at it. We
So what you're
control
telling
it.
me is if people just came up here and just started opening fire, you have no way of fucking telling them?
Oh, we could send a runner. Also, the
Send them! Oh
they'd
my god,
probably
I'm
sit
going
in the
below deck.
tower.
I'm going below deck. I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking
Oh.
kill this guy. I'm gonna
You might want to send that Fate Seer now.
all right.
I think we would love, we'd love to learn more about
We
this
can send for the
evaluation.
Fate Seer. You can become the mage's problem, and then if they tell us to sink your boat, we'll sink your boat. And otherwise, you'll kind of
Good
just
fucking luck! I'll destroy your entire fucking town before you even put one
No,
hole
he's
in
just
this, baby.
kidding. He's
I
just
swear to
kidding.
fucking God.
He's just
Keep
kidding.
talking shit.
He's not. He
Keep
doesn't mean
talking
this.
shit, you
He's got a
dickhead.
really.
I swear
He's
to
sick.
God.
He's sick. Being in the ocean for too long makes him feel unwell in the head. It's just the craziest thing. Tells you where we were headed. Right back to bed. Oh, so sleepy, eh, Mr.
No, I'm not
T-Top?
sleeping.
Oh, feeling so tired.
All right, we'll send for the Fate Seer then. And
Locke leans into Luke. This is why he's second in command.
I guess so. That makes a lot of sense.
Stop
Oh.
playing with my toes.
He kind of waves his hand, and one of the guards kind of jogs off. And he says, the Fate Seer will probably be here, well, by nightfall. Maybe, you know, a little bit into the evening, if you guys are okay to just stay on your boat. Do you need any provisions, rations, food, water, anything like that?
Actually, yes, that'd be great.
All right, perfect.
We've been living off pork pies for weeks.
Great. Well, that sounds, well, not that bad, really, but...
Would you like any? We could bring some out.
No, that's quite
Do
all
not
right.
give him shit. Are you fucking
Oh.
kidding me?
All right.
Sometimes I still hear his voice.
We'll bring some bread, some meats, and some fruits and veggies for you, and some fresh water to make sure you guys are well hydrated and fed. Maybe some of you are getting a little hangry after being out on the ocean for so long.
You know, that's prescient. Nice.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was asking about the candy bar. You know,
Yeah,
You could-
smart.
he's a little hungry. He might chill down if you know he had that candy bar. But
It's a
I'll
blood
see if
sugar
I can
thing.
get some kind of sweets for him. I thought he was a full grown adult, but if he needs some candy to be soothed, then we'll see if we can find some candy for him.
Who of us is above
He
soothing
was
candy,
talking
though?
about Mr. T. Todd. He was talking with someone else. No, he wasn't. He wasn't talking. No, he wasn't talking. He was talking with someone else. No, it's not a T. Todd. No.
oh, we were talking about candy. We were talking about candy bars. That's it.
Candy?
Oh yeah.
No, not candy,
Is it a
Mr. T.
Snickers
No,
bar? I
no,
really
it's
want
not
a
a Snickers.
Snickers.
No,
I'm
no,
working on it, Captain. I'm working on it.
Okay, I really give me a Snickers. Give me
Yep. All right. 2 got it.
Okay.
If you got them 2.
All right. Well, I'll see if I can find some Snickers bars and I'll get them over to you.
Snickers bar, I'm gonna burn his town to the ground.
Wait, did I just hear? Sorry.
No, he's cranky.
Okay.
He's just writing in his logs, I imagine.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll see if I can get him a Snickers bar. Just take him down a couple notches. And he turns and he walks back into the large stone keep. A little while later, he does send some guards out with fresh fruit and veggies, some unsalted meats, and some bread for you guys to kind of feed yourselves and be able to not go starving until nightfall. Would you guys like to do anything while you're waiting for the Fate Seer to arrive?
Well, so the Fate Seer is coming to evaluate magic users.
Yes.
So, Locke, how are you feeling? Would you be okay with kind of like being the magic person?
I don't think we really have a choice right now.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna. Well, I mean, you can do magic too, but you know, I guess it depends what they're looking for.
That's true. You seem more magey, the fire and the pyrotechnics.
True. Yeah,
But if you're-
I'm fine. I'll be fine doing it.
Okay, we're here for you. If you feel uncomfortable, use the code word. What do you want?
Banana pudding.
Banana pudding.
Do I have? Usually, safety words are like one word. You know, one syllable preferably.
Oh, banutting.
Yeah.
Banutting.
Bunutting.
Yep.
That sounds like a curse word.
Banutting.
Yeah,
Oh.
now
But
it's
that
sounding
sounds
sounding
different.
dirty.
Banooting.
I'm
Like
banutting.
Nutella. Banooting like Nutella. No, not like that.
Shakespearean
that.
nutting.
God, not like that.
What the fuck did I just
You're
hear?
my How about pomegranate? How about
Sounds like a
Kumquat.
fucked up.
How about anti-disestablishmentarianism?
or that?
Let's go back. Let's go with denutting.
I mean, denutting's
Sounds like-
probably not going to come up in a conversation.
Sounds like a fucked up Muppet song.
My God.
But nothing. But da 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 da. But nothing. But da da da.
Is that fucking guy here yet? I need to kick someone off my ship.
Is there any
I would say that Slump would, and I would love to roll for this. Slump would like to pull out a fucking. The hell are they called? What the hell is it called? The thing you hold up to your eye, the telescoping thing. Is it just a telescope?
Like a spyglass?
Yeah, spyglass.
Spyglass, yeah. I'd like to use a spyglass just to sort of see what I can see around and see if I can spot something that seems significant or important or doesn't just blend into the background as normal town stuff.
Okay,
For dirt we
perfect.
can
Yeah.
leverage.
Go ahead and roll plus wisdom to see what you can see around the town.
Oh,
Okay, an 8. I will say with the spyglass, you can see the keep immediately around you. As you look to the kind of southwest, you can see the beginnings of the town of Enlil, which is very obviously a farming village or a farming town. It has quite a few large crops and farms in there, and number of considerably large houses, as well as a little collection of very obviously kind of business buildings. They're not, people probably don't live in them. They look like trade stalls and stuff like that. And there's just one road going from the harbor to the town.
okay.
Also further out, you do see a lot of very, very dark forest. And I will say, with that good of a roll, you do see the tower off in the distance. At the very kind of northwestish corner of the island, you see the top of the tower surrounded by the ice-peaked mountains.
Okay.
And on the way there, you actually do see some of the trees start to look more dead. It's like the trees are flourishing close to you and close to the harbor and close to the village. And then as it gets closer to the tower, the trees are dying and dead.
Interesting. Okay.
And I would say that's probably what you get from that look around through the spyglass.
Okay. Slump would disseminate that information to the party.
Perfect.
That's interesting.
Am
Can I
I
take a
able to-
look for ink with those trees? Do you mind if I borrow your spyglass, Slump?
No, go ahead.
Has anybody seen my spyglass? No, I want to be doing like the looking around my pockets. Like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Slump desperately looks around, and as soon as Galdric turns around again, he puts a sausage in his pocket. Hoping he'll just assume that a cylindrical thing in his pocket is a spyglass.
Nice. This
And then he
little bird.
turns and gives Lou a very knowing nod, like, I got it all figured out.
I would say when you look at the trees and you look at everything, I would say the trees do seem pretty naturally dead. They don't seem nothing weird there, no illusions or
Ink wasn't drained out of them to fuel the power of the tower.
It's hard to say, right? Because you can just see that they're dead as in there's not much ink left in them.
Yeah, fair.
You can't see how it left, but what you do see, actually, you know what? No, you're gonna have to roll for it. Roll plus wisdom or intelligence, whichever is higher.
Ooh. Yeah, if I can see the tower and what the ink is doing over there too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not very good.
Okay, still
the
an 8.
one threw me.
Okay, I know the one scared me too. So with an 8, what you do see is you look over at the tower that Slump pointed out, and you do see weaves of blue ink coming from the top of the tower into the sky. And you see the clouds and all the weather system being manipulated by these ribbons of blue ink kind of tying through the clouds. And you get the feeling that the weather you are experiencing is directly controlled by the tower itself.
They're weather weavers. And I point to the group and I point at like how the clouds are moving unnaturally over the
Yep.
over the top there. Yeah.
Slump looks at Lou and says, those are clouds.
I mean,
Those aren't weather weavers. Those are just clouds.
no, I mean the mages. The mages are weaving the
Those
clouds.
aren't mages either.
making
Those are
the-
just normal clouds.
Well, you know, they're the clouds affected by the mages.
Oh.
Yeah, you know.
Mm.
Here, could you give Galdric back the spyglass? Can you swap it with the sausage?
Oh, yeah, sure.
When he comes
Slump.
back, can I just be eating the sausage?
Good thing you are, because Slump was gonna fuck it up and start eating the spyglass.
Oh my god. Okay, perfect. Anything else you guys would like to do before the Fate Weaver or Fate Seer arrives?
I kind of want to just take a glance at the gate in case we need to make an escape. You know, like, is there a weak point? Is there something that will quick release it? Something like that.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and roll plus wisdom.
And it's a gate.
Yeah, exactly. So you get to mark an experience point for the failed roll, and I will say you feel like if you went fast enough, you could just outrun the spikes. And I don't know that you know that was a failed roll. I think you have some sort of way of reasoning that out in your head.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, okay. Anything else you guys would like to do before the Fate Seer arrives?
Not that I can think of.
Nope.
Okay. So nighttime comes, or like the evening rolls around, the sun sets, darkness arrives, and just as kind of the last seeing light is leaving, you hear the guards marching up the dock, along with this kind of hunched over old lady in these very droopy hanging gray robes with a knobbly wooden staff. And they kind of escort her halfway up the dock before she kind of raises a hand, and they all stop. And she continues by herself up to the gangplank. And then she kind of comes up and lifts the hood a little bit and looks up, and she says, "Which one of you is getting evaluated?"
Me!
"Step forth, my child. Let me see what type of magic you have."
Oh boy.
Wait, who was going? Locke was going, right? I pushed
Yeah,
Locke
Locke
forward.
was going.
I pushed Locke forward.
Hi.
Oh, you're the one. Please step forward. Let me see what kind of magic you have.
Alrighty.
Why don't you explain it to me, dearie? What kind of magic do you have?
I can wield fire,
Oh,
And heat? manipulate heat.
Very interesting. It sounds like you might be a keeper. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Now give us your hand, dearie.
I give my hand over.
And she kind of holds your hand. And her skin is very soft, but her grip is kind of like iron. When she grabs your hand, it's a little bit like oh, here we go. Got it.
You're giving me flashbacks, man.
You're giving me flashbacks.
Oh my god.
Oh god, the grip thing. God damn it.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So what I will have you do, Locke, is I want you to list for me the top 3 types of magic you feel competent in. And you can describe these in any way you want. You can say like fire, explosion, damage, or any words you want. Any 3 words you think best describe your magic.
Actually, I have to think about this a little bit.
I know, right?
Flame, devastation, coercion.
Very interesting. And rank those in which order you would say they are. What in the order in which you think they would be listed.
Actually, probably be heat. I was like, flame, heat, same thing. Anyway, If I had to order them, everything I summon or can manipulate is usually involving flame. So I say that's or heat. So that's one.
Yeah.
Recently, he's had to use it mostly for destruction. Like either slaying someone or so. I would say it's that exact order.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Now roll plus your highest stat 3 times.
Interwiz, they're the same. Doesn't matter.
Okay, then let's roll plus int. All right. Very interesting.
God, I feel like you have some complicated magic 8-ball now. I'm scared.
So when she's kind of holding your hand, she's like, very interesting. Quite a bit of heat. Yes, dangerous heat. But also, I sense passion in there. Quite powerful, I would say. God. Gryffindor!
The guards pat her on the head. You did so good. Start leading her back up the talk.
I would say you could definitely be one of the firekeepers if you so chose. The path to a firekeeper is quite trying. It will take much time and many tribulations. It will be dangerous. Would you endure the hardships to become a firekeeper of the Tower of Vartalon?
I've been around long enough to know that hardship's just kind of part of my life.
Very wise.
So, if this is one more step to get closer to the thing I care about and the things and the people and things I want to protect, then yes.
Very interesting. Well, you have the power, you have the means, and I see no way I could let you leave here with this much power and destruction at your fingertips. So if you will come willingly, then I will absolutely put in a good word for you to start the process to become a firekeeper. However, I smell magic.
Ooh, what the fuck?
Other magic.
Oh, you must mean Lou there.
Lou, dearie, do you have magic?
As she was sniffing, I was like trying to surreptitiously smell my armpit. But no, I do.
What reason could you possibly?
We've been on a boat for weeks.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
I do have magic. Yes.
Very interesting. Would you wish to be evaluated as well? Or I could let me just, I don't mean to rush you, dearie. No, listen, I forgot to tell you a little bit about what's happening here.
Oh, I would love to know. First of all, what's your name?
Oh, I'm just the Fate Seer. My name has been lost to time. I'm just the Fate Seer now.
Wow.
But
I'm Lou.
Lou, yes. And I'm sorry, I'm Mr. I don't think I got your name before I grabbed your hand, all death grip like. Mr.
It's Locke. It's Locke.
Locke. Perfect.
I'm
What
Locke.
the fuck, Locke? Yeah, she was asking you,
All right.
dum-dum.
Okay. Mr. Locke?
I heard like nothing there, so I must have disconnected.
It's a very supportive
That's all
environment
right.
on our ship. Yeah.
Well, listen, when you agree to take on the path to the Tower of Vartalon, then you have a couple choices. You can take with you companions who will do no magic and seek no audience with the members of the tower, but can help you through your travels. So if any of the rest of you have no magical power and wish to, help, you can become companions. Or if you do have magic, you can choose to also take the path to the tower. So with that in your heart, my dearest Lou, would you seek to become a companion to Mr. Locke, or would you seek your own path to the tower?
I have some follow-up questions.
Yes.
We are on a quest. We have a great purpose. And while learning is its own great purpose and important, I'm concerned that if we dedicate 8 years? Is it a 4-year program, or is it like a a 2-year
graduate degree
speed run of what is it?
Well, there's no real time. Basically, you need to earn the trust and community of the town of Enlil. Then you will be granted entry into the tower, where you will become apprentices and be trained properly. And until you are deemed community and deemed worthy, it just goes on as long as it needs to go on.
Wow. Well, that seems like a solid way to do things.
Some people are done in a couple weeks. Other people have been here for 20 or 30 years.
God,
Wow.
Bad.
You seem like good people. I'm sure it won't take you more than a couple years.
Yeah. Well, I would like to seek my own path, but also we do want to speak to Lady Nakidaha. We have some old companions of hers who are eager to see her again, and we have some information we think she might be interested in.
Old companions of the Grand Archmage?
Indeed. Well, yes, this is Lady Kay, and this is Mr. Lavitz.
I see. Oh, that's very interesting.
Do you recognize them?
How old do you think I am? They should have died, 100 years ago? More? I'm not that old, dearie.
But it's pretty interesting, right? Maybe it's something Lady Nakidaha would be interested in.
It's very interesting. I don't think I'll tell Lady Nakidaha yet. This, until you have been kind of, vetted by the community, everything you do and say could be some sort of threat or assassination or some greater plot or ploy. So I think we'll just trust the process for now. But that's interesting.
All right. Thank you for listening to me.
No problem, dearie. Now, you said you would seek your own path to the tower.
I would. Can I still take classes with Mr. Locke?
Well, the first part you'll have to do together anyways, and the second part, it kind of depends on what your magic is.
Okay, well, that seems fine then. Does that seem fine, Locke?
Yeah.
Okay, that seems fine then.
What about our companions here who are non-magical?
Oh, they have their own choice. They can become cutters like the ones here at the docks, or they can just stay companions and help you, do the process.
What's the benefits of each?
Well, if you're a cutter, then, I don't know really what they do here other than kind of be boisterous and threaten mages and
Sounds fucking awesome.
keep us safe and the world safe.
I have been muted for so long.
Oh my God!
I am so mad. I have been screaming this whole time. Like, why the fuck is everyone ignoring me?
Oh no!
Is this a fucking joke? I'm sorry.
So sad.
I must have accidentally hit the mute button on my keyboard. I had my Discord hidden, so I'm just like, what the fuck?
Oh,
I'm mad.
Would
And
you
it's for
like?
teeny talk. Now that you're awake, what do you think?
Oh, thank I just woke up from a nap. Who's this? God damn it.
I'm Lady. Nope, sorry, I'm not Lady Nakidaha. No,
Twist.
I'm just the Fates here. I don't have a
Oh,
name.
thank God. You're Lady Nakidaha?
No.
Wait a minute. Did you
Did you hear her say Gryffindor or Hufflepuff or whatever earlier? Okay,
Gryffindor.
She goes, thanks. Yep, we're all Lady Nakidaha.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyways, hi.
Hello, dearie.
when you
What's
said
your
when-
name?
When I'm Galdric, when damn it. I also have magic.
Oh, do
Yeah, so
you,
does
dearie?
Why do you say that like you're making fun of me?
No, he's not. Slump just doesn't want to be left out.
Oh. Do you want me to stay down here with you?
Oh, fuck.
Because I tell you what, if I stay down here, I will kill all of them, especially that one. And I point at the guy whose name I've already forgotten.
just remember him as Garpert, the guard at the port.
God, that's very good. That's very helpful. Also kind of sounds like Galdric, which is fine.
It's an excellent name.
Yeah, Garpert is not really a name, but it sure does sound a little bit like guard at the port. And she kind of turns. She says, well, I wouldn't try that. The cutters are kind of, well, very, very lethal. Especially if you've got magic. Big trouble if you've got magic.
So
Well-
is it if someone has like it's a sponge for like a black hole for magic, like it's the most anti-magic you could imagine. Is there a thing or two he could learn from being a cutter?
Yes, well, that's kind of one of the first things to be a cutter is you have to have some sort of resistance to magic. You can't train that. You just have to have some sort of natural resistance.
Okay.
And Slump sort of like pushes people out of the way to hold out his hand for her to like touch.
What do you think?
All right, let me. Oh, goodness.
You see, nothing. Slump's got nothing there.
Let me just try something. And she kind of holds up her
Okay.
hand and she makes these kind of a couple hand symbols in front of your face.
His eyes go cross.
She's like, now that's interesting.
What do you think?
Did you feel something?
Your bony little hand.
Oh, all right. I mean, that's accurate.
Yeah, that's
Did Slump feel anything aside from that?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
no nothing. Why?
Well, you could be quite a powerful cutter, probably the most powerful. That's really
Oh.
something, Mister.
Hey.
You said your name was.
Kirby.
All right, Mister Prompt Kirby.
Slump's lying and Slump. He got scared. He got scared and didn't know if you were asking for a good reason or a bad, okay? And Slump's name is Slump.
All right, Mister Slump. Well, you could be quite a cutter if you put yourself to it.
Slump wants to be real bad. Okay, fuck being a fucking silent companion or whatever. Fuck that. Slump wants to learn how to be a cutter.
All right, Mister Slump. So you'll be heading off with Mister Garpert
Okay.
to be a cutter.
Hey, Mr. Garbage, Slump's coming with you.
Oh yes, no. The name's Garpert.
Yeah, Mr. Garbage and Slump are gonna be BFFs.
Oh boy.
Get used to it.
And she is holding your hand, Lou, at the time. Right now, she's like, all right, now let me just get finished with the evaluation of dear Mrs. Lou here. Lou, why don't you go ahead and tell me the 3 words that would describe your magic best, and then roll plus your highest stat 3 times.
I think it would be health, knowledge, and control.
Cool. In that order?
Yes.
Perfect. Now roll 3 times with your plus your highest stat.
Wisdom 3 times.
Perfect. Ooh,
That's not very good.
boy. Okay.
So here's some Tinker Toys.
Yeah, right. All right. So I don't think you're strong enough to be part of the tower. Okay, just a sec.
I'm really good at like picking things up and taking them to places if you need. So
Yes, dearie, you'll get lots of that coming up pretty soon. Let's see. I can tell you do have the potential to read and manipulate the light of life. With that is also, well, that's kind of it, really. Nope. Yep, that's basically it.
well, the light of life is no small thing.
That's quite right, dearie. The light of life is no small thing. I believe with some training, some probably rigorous training, you could potentially be a healomancer,
Ooh, Helamancer.
possibly a healomancer, and you know, if you really wanted, maybe you could be a cartographer. But I wouldn't put my stock in that. I would probably go for healomancer if I was you.
Galdric's lips start sweating.
I'm gonna really apply myself.
If you really apply yourself, you could be almost anything. Probably a healomancer, though.
Just saying, let's be realistic.
Let's just say anything you want, as long as the thing that you want most is a healomancer.
Is she literally telling her you're going places, not college?
Yes. Very well, dear. If you do wish to seek the tower, you do have enough spark here to go there. Now, if you so chose, you could leave the island as long as you weren't trained. I don't think, listen, I don't mean this in a harsh way. I don't think you're really dangerous.
Thank you. I don't think so either.
I just, it's my job to say these things, and I don't mean any offense. I'm just saying.
I don't want it. I'm same page. Can
All
I
right.
ask, when she does that kind of like delve to see what people's magic is, what does the ink do?
Ooh, she is, you know what? Roll plus wisdom.
Let's see if this one's better.
What
is happening?
You rolled 2 snake eyes, man. Oh my
I think
goodness.
she's right. I think she's right, you guys.
What?
I kind of look at her and like just less.
Oh, it's all coming back around.
It's all coming back.
You can't really tell. You can't really. So she's not.
I've got performance anxiety and I'm feeling a little flustered by this.
Everyone's watching me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you what you see. You see her doing nothing to the ink.
Bizarre. She must be very powerful.
As far as you can tell, she's faking the whole thing. And then she kind of reaches out her hand to you, Galdric, and she's like, "All right, come here, dearie. Captain, I'm not sure I caught your name."
Galdric Stout.
Oh, that's adorable. Your parents must have been such big fans.
I just hand out my hand. I'm so tired of trying to explain. I'm just fucking here. I hate this. I hate what this world's fucking become. This is I say we just let I'm like holding out my hand. I'm talking to the crew. I say we just let the Kraken loose.
Come on, Mr. Teeny Tot. Remember, mission before self. Come on.
No, I hate that I'm actually holding out my hand as I'm turning my head.
You know, I could hear that you were doing that. I could hear that you had your hand out in real life.
Read my hand.
She grabs your hand.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, "Oh, all right then. Well, Mr. Galdric, let's see what we have here. So go ahead and list me the in order 1, 2, 3 the ways you would describe your magic, and then roll 3 dice plus your highest stat."
Okay, let me get my 3 dice ready, I suppose. 3 dice plus my highest stat, which would be a +2. Okay. Okay, so you said in the 3 words that describe my magic?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Any words that come to your mind when you would
I
describe
know
your
you've asked
magic.
everyone else's, but maybe I should have thought about it. Divine. Protective. And can I say altruistic?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, now roll your dice. All right, now it does look like you rolled 1d6 plus 2.
Wait, what am I supposed to do?
No, like you like full rolls, like your 2d6.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
No problem. Oh my.
That's nice.
Galdric Stout.
Galdric
If I see
fucking
any sort of
stout.
reaction on her face, I say Galdric Stout.
So when she grabbed your hand, she had like a little bit of a reaction just upon touching your hand. And then as she divines your fate, her whole face kind of changes. And she says, Galdric Stout. But not quite the same Galdric Stout, it would seem. I would say, Mr. Galdric Stout, you could probably learn any one of the schools that we have to teach.
Oof, sorry, Lou.
If you so chose, you could become a navigator or a cartographer, if you so chose. You could even become a reaper, although I would warn you, those who learn the reaper ways often become pirates, and not the kind that the Galdric Stout was known for. But the school and the Tower of Vartalon is open to you, Mr. Galdric.
What? Wait, I'm confused. Why would there be a school of the Reaper if it teaches the ways of? You said it's not the type that I would like, which means it's the bad kind of pirate. No honor. Why would there even be a school for that?
It's simply the ways of water, and it just so happens that the ways of water are one of the most challenging to learn, and most don't have a talent for it. And the last one who did turned to a life of devastating piracy, using his manipulation of water for personal gain. And we haven't had another Reaper since then. And, the power of a water Reaper is just so strong that there's not really much we can do when they turn to the ways of piracy.
Oh, so the people don't turn towards it. It's just that people have to. Okay, I get it. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes. No, we
Well,
teach
then
them
I
the
guess
ways. Yes, we just teach them how to manipulate water. They just find that the power is so strong.
I get it. Okay. Hey, Lou.
Yes.
Hey, what's the name of the idiot from the Yoho Boys? Big boy.
Yeah, I don't remember. Did we learn the name of the top?
We did
top
because
brass?
because when they said you're not blanky blue, are you? Like they asked us if we were that name. I don't remember the name though.
Just looking through my notes.
I know. I can't remember what I told you guys because it's important and I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's who it is.
Louisiana?
No, it wasn't Louisiana. It was.
I think it might have been Louisiana.
Big Boss Louisiana showed up some years ago and pirating got real bad. Leader of Yoho Boys or their front man.
Was it? I'll ask. Was it Louisiana?
Okay, I had no idea. You guys must have rolled really good to learn that. You guys, I don't know what the fuck happened for you guys to learn that little tidbit of information.
Yeah, you. I don't even think we rolled. I think you offered it. The
Oh my
idiot
God.
the idiot that was like, "Hello, come back with a coin, or I'll just shoot you." Blah blah blah. It was that guy. He was the one that said, "You're not with Big Boss Louisiana, are you?"
Yeah.
Oh
It was
my
that guy.
God. Well, good catch.
yeah.
Good catch. That's super, super useful information.
Good.
Yeah, Big Boss Louisiana.
So was it Big Boss Louisiana a Reaper?
Who are you asking?
Oh, I'm asking the
Fateseer?
The Fateseer.
No, I've never heard of. Oh, you mean the Yoho boy? No,
Yeah.
he's never been here. No, the last Reaper here was Sen.
Oh, I have no idea who that is.
They've been gone for a while.
Oh, okay. Wait, back up though. You said learn the ways of the water,
Yes,
as in control the water.
correct.
Sign me up.
It's tough and it's very tempting to turn to a life of piracy. You will be tested very hard to make sure you don't turn to the evil ways.
I don't turn to the evil ways.
All right, the power is quite strong.
If I can control my ship and the water around it, I will be unstoppable on the water.
That's you
That's
sound a
where
lot like
pirates come
Sen.
from.
I'm pretty sure Sen said those exact same words in that exact same order.
Listen, but I can use it to destroy
Yes,
everything I don't like.
That's
Oh,
these
God.
are verbatim the words that Sen
Oh,
said
boy.
exactly.
What? I can reshape the world in my image.
This is Sen. Is this you? If this is you, Sen, this is a joke in very poor taste.
Oh God! Oh God!
No,
This
I'm
is-
just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just.
Roth, it was you the whole time.
Yes, it was me. My machinations lay undetected. No. What I mean is, we are okay. So we spoke to Rose. Do you know Rose? Do you know Captain Rose?
I know of her, but I've never met her myself.
She's pretty cool. Very, very, very nice. I like her. But pretty much Yoho boys for the sea, very bad. And I plan on taking care of them, or at least, thinning their numbers, try to get them off of that side of pirating and trying to bring them towards the good side of, life and not murdering everything you see. Because I think that would just be better for everybody. And if I had a way to control water, that would probably aid me in that quest.
Well, I would be inclined to not believe you. There are a few people with altruistic goals as strong as that, but after reading your fate, I'm inclined to believe you, new Galdric Stout.
You just call me Galdric Stott. I it's been a long time, but it's still me.
You're quite different, though. I don't know that. Well, we'll see how you perform in the tower, because right now, this is not the same Galdric Stout I read about.
Well, I mean, wait, Rhett, do you have any books?
Oh, we've got some very old books in the tower.
Can I read them?
If you make it that far.
Oh my god! I'm gonna turn around like I'm gonna read books about me.
Great. We've been waiting all fucking year for this.
Can you see?
Great.
I want them to see how big my head's getting. Look, guys, I'm flying.
All right, pull it back just a little bit.
Okay, all right. Yes. Okay, that's where I'd like to go, because I think that would assist us in many ways.
All right. Well, the
Scared me.
first step is
What house are they?
there. What how the Hufflepuff.
You're so soon.
I got sorted. They should get sorted. Just saying.
I look over at Locke and I say, "It's not Hufflepuff." And make a snake tongue.
The Garpert kind of walks up to you, Slump, and says, I don't really have a hand thing that I could do,
What?
but if you want
What?
me, do you want me to hold your hand?
Slump like grab his hand and squeeze it like as hard as he thinks he can without crushing the guy's hand. Seeing if, like I imagine doing it sort of the same way that Sloth pushes over Chunk, like just this totally unexpected display of strength.
Yeah.
Slump likes Mr. Gert Pert.
All right. Well, we can train you to be a cutter.
Yeah.
It sounds like, feels like you kind of already have most of it under control.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
need to maybe, teach you a little bit about how to, eat the spells, turn them back, just disintegrate them, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Have you ever fought magic before?
Fought magic before.
Like punched it? Have you ever punched a fireball?
No, silly Billy.
He's
Well,
gotten hit with a fireball.
that's
yeah,
different.
Slump got hit with one.
He's eaten one.
Yeah, Slump ate one time.
That's something else. Well, we'll teach you how to punch fireballs.
Okay.
The way this works, or I guess first, the Fate Seer says, all right, now the first step is you're going to have to do some manual labor for a little while. I'm going to send you to a home in Enlil,
Okay.
and you're going to wash dishes, and you're going to wash laundry, and you're going to help make dinner. You're going to shine shoes for a while.
That sounds like it sucks.
It's pretty inglorious, I'm not going to lie.
When does Slump learn how to crush stuff?
Oh, well, actually, Mr. Slump, you don't have to do any of that. You get to stay
Oh.
here with the guards.
Oh,
Wait,
sorry.
I thought you were talking to stuff
yeah.
where Slump had to go.
No, that's
Slump-
where the
oh.
mages go.
Oh, who gives a fuck about that?
The mages go get to do the shoe shining and the dishwashing and all that.
Are there
Oh,
spells
man.
to do those tasks?
Well, not that you'll be using.
Yeah.
It'll be manual labor for a while. Basically, you will be working in the town until the entire town, every single person, can vouch for the quality of your character. And then, and only then, will the interpretation begin.
Interpretation. What does that mean?
That's where we put you into. That's where we put you into your actual school. You know, where you learn the magic stuff.
Okay. How can you give us any tips? Are there any kind of mannerisms or sayings we should avoid that are rude here or anything like that?
Just kind of a good, honest, hard work. You'll be worked hard enough and long enough that if there are failings in your character, they'll show through. And that's basically all this is. It's a test of character.
I think back to that time we were in hell for like a while. I think it'll be fine. I think we can do it.
But you can get started in the morning. A cart will show up. You take your cart over to the town of Enlil. And Mr. Slump, you just go along with the guards and learn how to punch fireballs.
You got it, mean old lady. Deal.
She was kind of mean.
And I just
She was a
want you to
little
know, if you throw a plum at my house at any point,
Oh, no.
I'm going to take you down to the police station.
No, please. No,
And you're
please,
going to go
please,
to prison, and your family will never find you.
Oh,
my God.
No. Where's my bop?
Okay. She walks back to the guards, kind of nods to them, and they all kind of walk off into the night, as it is quite late at night at this point. And when she leaves, Lady K and Mr. Lavitz kind of come up from below deck, and Mr. Lavitz is like, did I hear that you were? Did you say Big Boss Louisiana?
What,
Yeah.
me?
And
Wait,
you,
I'm sorry, who'd say it to?
just like to all of you, just like, did anybody?
Oh.
Did you guys say that?
Yeah, why?
Is that a secret?
He was one of the crew.
Oh, great.
Oh, boy.
Pardon me?
Which
Wait, what?
one?
He was with us with Jack.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh,
You fucking
boy.
kidding me?
Well, which one is he? Is he Clouds and Pax? Thomas? Which one?
He was Big Boss Louisiana. He was shit. I have it in my other notes. Hold on. He was, of course, on the crew, and he was the very important and I could never forget every day.
Aldez?
Getting up.
Lazad? Dizal? Which one?
It was Big Boss Louisiana, and my computer's totally working really, really well right now.
What's a computer?
Well, that's good.
Big Boss
Fetch me my
Louisiana.
scrolls.
You can write us a letter about it later.
There we
Yeah.
go. He was the quartermaster, of course. the quartermaster, Big Boss Louisiana.
Oh, cute.
And he, oh, sorry, that was the wrong voice. He was the Big Boss Louisiana, and he was one of the first people to leave.
Sounds like a yo-yo boy.
Sounds like a yo-yo boy.
Yo-ho boy.
Yo-ho boy is what I said. Yep.
Do we need him to do the,
Theoretically, yes. If Jack said to get the whole crew back
yeah,
together,
he did say the whole crew.
then we're gonna need Big Boss.